is the one and only Grand Theater. And it's Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes. Here comes the pride of Wales, the 2-weight world champion who was never beaten. A legendary battle with Roy Jones Jr. as well. It's going to take something special to knock this man off his perch.
Look at this. These fighters are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the renowned unified world champion with a remarkable undefeated career, introducing the 2-division champion of the world and boxing's pride of Wales, please welcome Joe, the Italian Dragon Calzaghe.
Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
The wait is over.
All right.
The speaking stopped. The fight begins. Now, let's get the answers.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. A perfect counter shot. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Only catching air with that hook. Swing and a miss with the hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Calzaghe and Jones met for the light heavyweight title back in New York City in November of 2000. Hold it right there. Oh, and Joe Calzaghe just took a heavy shot. Apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap.
The Prince of Wales is down. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Shot from the gods. Took him out.
It's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work. Whoa, wait a minute. Can you believe this? Joe Calzaghe in some serious trouble. Joe Calzaghe just went down. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Can you continue?
Talking about Calzaghe in that last round. A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the last round.
Unbelievable heart. Knocked down twice.
What is that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching up. I need you. Relax now. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot to get back out there and win the round. Get out there and switch.
Shattered. He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, you'll see it and ride it out. Go up there and finish him.
On to the second round. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. A lot of effort being exerted here. Nice counter shot. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Is he going to punch himself out, though? The bravery being shown here is just incredible. The pride of Wales in some real trouble. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Brock caught sleeping on.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And down goes Jones Jr. And it's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five. Give me your ball.
Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
Get your mind back on the job. That's a
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good?
And there's the bell to start round 3. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What are they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Can't find a home for that jab. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. And now they're right back into the fray.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Go back and win the round, right?
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter shot lands. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Nope, that hook won't score. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
A perfect counter shot. In the early rounds of a fight, you see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Okay, focus, focus. Big, deep breaths. Big, deep breaths.
Forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end.
Breathe. Come on, you've let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy.
Nice. Those 1-2s straight down the middle.
And there's the bell for round 5. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Well done with that counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. Caution is being thrown to the wind. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Holding. Whoa, wait a minute! Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter.
Now it's a tougher fight.
There's the bell for round 6. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. And he scores with the counter. He blocks that right hook. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Joe Calzaghe just got rocked. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse.
Round 7, here we go. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. He threw the hook, didn't land. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Oh, wait a minute. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
This is when you talk about championship material.
He's ready to go. He's absolutely...
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp.
Otherwise, he'll see it and ride it out.
And we enter the 8th round. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, The ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Just misses with that jab. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back. Oh, my word. Down goes RJJ. Let's watch that and get a replay from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four, five, six. You still on the fight.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing around.
And this might be the beginning of the end for Joe Calzaghe. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smarts that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was